So welcome back to another video. And this is the thing that I want to make clear at this moment is like I am taking the concept from other people, but I try to get some kind of perspective, or I try to give my own perspective to the concept that other has been created. Okay, so and if there is some kind of topic in which I think, okay, this can be the topic, I make the video on, or I can make the video on this topic, or I can just put some of my own perspective that is came within me. Okay, and I want to really add something that really came inside from me. Okay, that is the one of the main thing that I am trying to do here with this channel. And even though today or every day, okay, so if I'm going to make some kind of content, or if I'm going to write some kind of things, then probably I just choose the one of the topic and try to give like 15 to 20 points. Okay, so in this topic, like I am going to do brainstorming on that thing. Okay, so what are the idea that can I really grasp and doing things like that, and just move towards today's topic. Okay, so that is about ego. And probably the moment I have said the word ego, you have get this kind of like self image on like the person who is kind of arrogant, the person who is like self-centered toward himself. And he, like if he is if he is self-centered, then he is obviously going to toward himself. Okay, so you get the point, right? And in today's video, like we are going to discuss about like what are the kind of benefit, what can be the benefit of the having the ego, what can be the pros and cons of egos. Okay, I really think there are a lot of cons more than there, and I really believe there are a lot of cons more than the pros of having ego, but we are going to like talk about both. Okay, and at first I want to take this thing in the like spiritual level, because like I'm a kind of big fan of spirituality as well. Okay, so that is the concept from the like I have read this concept from the book The New Earth. Okay, I guess, yeah. And someone is going to come toward me and he said something like car has been stolen by somebody, then there is not kind of big impact in this thing. Okay, but if someone going to like run toward me and he said something like, okay, your car has been stolen, then you can see the bigger impact. Okay, because of like the moment we are going to involve the I, me, myself. Okay, the ego is involved. And to be babas, they have to renounce everything. Okay, they have to renounce their house, their family, their wife, children, their friends, family, everything. Okay, and by like giving up of those things are like one of the hardest thing in our like human nature as well, because we are made to live with our families, and who don't want to live with his families. Okay, so that is one of the main thing. From the perspective of Buddhism, the monks or the baba or the sadhu is someone who are the follower of like eightfold path. Okay, and in eightfold path there is a one word that is like right mindfulness. Okay, so if the person's mindfulness is like shattered or is like shaken by the criticism of like 15 years old boy, then I don't know the fact why this, I don't know the fact why people are calling this guy baba anymore. We all consider baba and sadhus like really spiritual personalities. Okay, we all admire those people as well, but sometimes those people have like bigger ego than the like billionaires, and that is the one of like cons of having ego, because like it will going to keep us out from the reality. It is going to give us the false sense of belief that only the things that we know is true, and everything outer of the like the things we don't know we are not going to accept that. Even though that is like really good criticism, we are not going to accept that, just like that baba who just even can take the criticism from like 14 years old boy. Okay, even though like if even though we are going to have the disagreement to any one of, okay, we have to like respect their individuality, even though it is not really necessary that we have to agree to every perspective that is shown to us. But actually we can respect those things to some degree. Okay, because like we can respect to their individuality, we can respect to their like their beliefs, and where we can just respect to their overall their opinion as well. So that can be like one of the best thing that we can do, even though we are having some kind of disagreement with each other. Another example is like, okay, let's assume you started going in the gym. Okay, you started doing workouts and things like that. You became too dedicated toward this thing, you are too motivation and you are too motivated and things like that. Okay, and after 3 months you have some kind of result. Okay, and now you are really happy with the results, and like you are really happy, but at the same time you have saw some other guy who has started doing workout like same as you. Okay, so like you both, let's assume like you both have started the workout at the same time, and even the 3 months he have gained a lot of muscles. Okay, so he has a muscle like bodybuilders and things like that, right? But now you also want that. And if you have like joined the gym for 3 months, then probably you are going to know how the steroids work and how those drugs work as well. Okay, even by just seeing that, you are going to have the idea, okay, this guy is on drugs or things like that. But even though you want to have that kind of muscles that guy have, because after seeing that guy, why you want to have the muscle like that guy? Number one reason is maybe external validations. Okay, maybe someone, other people are giving him the validations that you have seen, okay, this guy is, because of having the muscles, a lot of people giving him attention, a lot of people is like giving him like asking for advice, and they are like really respect this guy because of these muscles and things like that. Maybe you want the same thing as well. Okay, so that can be the one of the point, you want to have some kind of external validations. Or number two can be like, okay, you want to have some kind of praise from your family, not like family but your friend circle, because like family, father, mother, like they don't care about like muscles and things. But maybe you want to seek some kind of validation from your like your circles or your friend circles, maybe some from your friend, maybe like from other guys as well, because you have seen that thing. You have seen some of the guy and he has really good physics. Okay, and like he is getting like a lot of like I can say a lot of attention from other people in social media. It can be that point as well. Okay, so he is getting another like attention of others people, and what I can say, he is getting a lot of like likes and comments as well, and probably you want to do that as well. So that can be the third factor. So you can want to have some kind of like or validation on social media. This is the way that I see the workout or the exercise. Okay, the only reason that I want to do the exercise, or the only reason I want to do the workout, is because I want to feel good. Okay, that is the only reason of me doing the workout and exercise. Okay, because if I'm going to do the workout, it may be sucks while doing the workout, or it may be sucks before doing the workout. Okay, but after the workout I have this kind of feeling that I'm like really feel I am really feeling good in these things. Okay, so that is the only feeling that I'm seeking, and this is how I think about workout. Okay, so I want to feel good, and it is going to give me the feeling if I'm going to do the workout, and if I'm going to do the workout I'm going to get that feeling as well. But I haven't like ever seen about like I'm going to have this big muscles. It really doesn't matter, even though if I'm not going to like gain some kind of muscles, or even though I'm not going to have the six pack abs, but if I'm going to have the good feeling and the moment, and if I'm going to have the good feeling, that is the like that is enough for me to do the workouts. Okay, that is like enough for me, because I want to feel the good. Okay, we have seen a lot of wars, and we have seen a lot of those like really disturbing thing. Why that happened? Okay, because that happened because like some of the individuals ego want to have more power, or someone's pride want to have some kind of power. Okay, the only reason the wars are happened is like for the power. Okay, so some country want to gain power, or some country want to be more powerful than the others. Okay, so there is like ego connected there as well. Okay, from the power they are going to boost their ego. But like that is the really beautifully said by the Carl Sagan. Okay, so if you are going to look the earth from the perspective of like universe, then we are like really tiny dot, and our planet existence on this universe, okay, is like so tiny. But from that like really tiny planet, inside the people who are like really tiny, and they are fighting for like tiny places, so they can get this sense, or this they can get this false sense of pride, so they can have some kind of sense in which they think, okay, they have control over something. But from bigger perspective, like we are nothing. So if you are author, let's assume you are author. Okay, and let's assume you are the author. Okay, and you have given some kind of really good books to the world previously, and now again you are working for some of the project. And even though if you don't want to write, your ego is going to make you write, because it knows, okay, really want to give the good books to the world, then you have to write, right? And if you are not going to writing, then probably you are not going to able to put yourself into the situation where you are going to write a lot of books in the coming days as well. So that is how the ego can be benefited as well. Okay, so